Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we are taking a look at a demo that is currently out for the Steam Next Fest of a game that is supposed to come out in Q1 of this year. That is 1492 Colonization of the New World. Now I will say, looking at the screenshots on Steam and looking at some of the comments in the discussion, this feels very much like maybe some very slightly tweaked Sid Meier's Colonization, which is sort of a classic of the gaming past, if you will, kind of Civ 1, but just looking at the New World and the colonization therein. There have been some free version updates, I believe, of that game. I think there was like a Colonization for Windows. And then obviously the Sid Meier's company, Firaxis, released I think it was a DLC, maybe it was standalone version of Colonization on Civ 4. But this one feels very much like a successor to the original Colonization. I don't know how, you can still get the original Colonization. So I guess the question would be, how much are the quality of life enhancements and how much is the game different from the original? I guess maybe we'll see a little bit, but let's go ahead and jump in here. It's made by Salty Olives. The full game is supposed to come out, like I said, sometime later this quarter. So let's go ahead and jump in. It's weird that they've got the demo thing up on the upper left here. All right, so difficulty levels, very easy, so the only thing I can do is very easy, I guess. There's other difficulty levels, but they're all locked down. In the demo, you'll always be playing English on the standard map using the very easy difficulty. Okay, very, very limited selection there. It does look like there's more nations in the original Colonization. So the British, you've got the English immigration advantage, faster immigration. You've got the French, who cooperate with the natives. You've got the Spanish, who are better at conquering natives. The Dutch, who are good at trading. But then you also have some new nations, which did not exist in the original Colonization game. The Portuguese, I guess they've got faster ships. The Russians, increased fur production. I guess if you were looking at Alaska or something, but like they don't really participate in sort of what we think of colonization part, at least of North America. In the eastern seaboard. The Swedish, they have construction advantages, and the Danish agriculture production. Okay, well, in any event, we will play as the British, or the English, because that's our choice. There are multiple map options. Americas, the map of the real Americas. Normal, a map with large continents and coastal regions. Archipelago, island city, and then a map dominated by a single large landmass and varied terrain, the continent. All right, well, we're going to go with normal because that's the choice we have. Lord Butcher. All right. Tutorial hints. I guess we're locked into doing this as well. In the demo, you'll always be playing the English. I guess I'm forced to do tutorial stuff. Okay. I was actually thinking about doing a iPad version of Colonization because I picked it up on my iPad mini and I was like, maybe I'll do that. But in any event, you're hereby commissioned to venture forth into the uncharted lands across the great ocean to establish a new colony in the name of our illustrious crown. Your task is to build a thriving settlement rich in resources, loyal to our realm. Well, that's kind of usually the end game. I think the end game of the original, you could stay a colony and become kind of like a dominion. But really the way people view the end game of that is like your goal is to get enough Liberty Bells so that you can become an independent country, and the end game is your war of independence against the home country who will send an army to fight you. But obviously the king is not going to say that in the intro for the game. Your task is to build a thriving settlement rich in resources and loyal to our realm. You shall cultivate the land, trade with native peoples, and defend our interest against rival powers. Your success will bring glory to our kingdom and secure your place in history. Forge a legacy worth our name, and may Providence guide your endeavors. All right, you can use what? Arrow keys or number pad. Oh, WASD. No WASD. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to do that. All right, well, I clicked on the mouse and my ship moved. How big is this map? I was trying to drag and drop around the map, but I guess that's a right click. That's actually a pretty big map, it seems like. That was one of my criticisms of Colonization on Civ 4, is it was very, the maps always felt very small. All right. Our ship, a caravel, is among our most valuable units. It can be used to explore uncharted waters of the New World, carry cargo back to London for trade, transport new immigrants. Okay. You can use the G key to transport it back to... Each unit confirm. Okay. Was that the end of the turn? New England! Sure, whatever. We discovered an uncharted land. It looks like there's a ruin there by... Ooh, I like this. Right on a... Okay, so there is a native here, but like right at the mouth of a river. This feels like it would be a really good place for a city. Oh. Alright, so the native moved. We're gonna land here. Send them ashore. We welcome you to our land in peace. Our village lives in 7 villages. That is a large native tribe. Sure. Oh, that'll put us real close to their tribe. Okay. Religious unrest in England has spurred greater immigration. Master carpenters are waiting for transport. Okay. So first off, I'm going to send you. You're not going to send her. You're going to go back to London because there's people there waiting. I can just hit the G key and they'll go back, I assume, at the fastest route. We're going to build a town, and we're not going to call it Jamestown. We're going to call it Butcherville. I'm a little worried that, like, the native tribe is inside our city map here, so that is going to lead to conflict and war, but this territory seems too good to not build on. Okay. So we can choose a job. This place natively builds 4 or makes 4 cotton. What is this? Does it require 2 horses? I'm not sure. What's the XX on horses? It also has 4 wheat, I guess. Oh, is that in the stockpile? I don't fully understand what this XX is. In any event, we're building 6 food and 4 cotton, and we can assign our colonists to something. We can build new stuff. Docks would probably be a good thing to build. Oh, we get a pasture here? So what if I put them in the pasture? What happens? Why does this say open grazing land at the edge of the settlement? Pasture breeds horses and automatically... Okay. Definitely seems like there's more goods, maybe. Maybe not. It's hard to tell. It's been so long since I played the original. Alright, let's build a dock. I think that's the first thing I should... Or it is under construction, okay. Honestly, I don't even remember what the frick I need to do. So... It's under construction, needs 52 hammers. So I guess I go to the carpenter house, and then we'll build hammers, but we need to turn wood into hammers. So I actually need to have this guy go, like, be a lumber person. He'll generate 4 wood per turn, and then we can use the carpenter house to turn that wood into hammers. But... Okay, so this is the total number of colonists, not what they're assigned to. It's interesting. Usually I would have thought the colonists would have disappeared off the screen here, but not so much. Oh well. Alright. Loyalists totally... A little worried about what the, unread news. What's... We've already done the colony screen. Is he still producing grain? Yeah, we've got enough. Okay. a terrain type. I did think the ruins would have been in our reach, but apparently not. It's just the immediate hex. So this one hex that is in our area, that could lead to some conflict with them. We'll see. If we go back to Europe, what do we do here? Ships in port, inbound to Europe, caravel. Did we leave a soldier on there? Did we get soldiers for free if we had... Is there a way to see what's on them? I didn't think you got soldiers usually. I didn't say anything about soldiers. It is a little bit of a more modern UI here along the sides. Well, he can't go any further, so let's end this turn. Colonial Congress, or Continental Congress convenes next season. Which founder should we appoint? Probably... I'll go with political advisor to reduce tensions. So, can I not see... Yeah, it does have a soldier on board. Okay. Darn it. So now I gotta waste all this time here. So they bring 28 furs and willing to part with in exchange for 35 gold. I've got the gold. So I guess trade probably helps relations. Okay, so we've got a soldier here. Let's put him... Is there like a stockade he can defend from? Or maybe I need to fortify him? They can teach at a college, that's interesting. In any event, we now have some resources we can send back to England, even though we delayed our return. We can send back the 28 furs we just traded for. We'll give a little bit of cotton, too. Okay. Alright, so we'll have him fortify... And then we'll have the ship return to England. That was not the most efficient here, but... Welcome grows colder. What's this? The chief is growing more reserved? Relations are no longer fully welcoming. Is that because we just dropped soldiers here? Maybe. Alright, how is... I mean, alternatively, rather than having the soldiers, I could have them build the... Because still, we need 52 hammers. We've got 16 wood, so... I can make these guys carpenters. They're currently soldiers. It drops the muskets into storage. And so then it'll cut the build time down till what? Well, there was no build time, but now we can build the docks. Red news. I don't need that. I'm aware that those people are waiting. Alright, so how long till they get back to England? Our town is now size 2. What's profiting from cash crops? Tobacco, sugar, and cotton. Yeah, well, we only brought 4 cotton back. Inbound from Europe. Alright. Rejoicing in the prosperity of our neighbors, the Butcherville members of the Howdenness people brought you 16 tobacco. Sure. As a gift? I'm happy to do that. Village alarm. Natives watch our every move. Uh-oh. Okay. Says they're cordial, so I wouldn't think we'd be at risk of attack. Yeah, alright, let's go to England. Alright, so we're gonna sell the 28 furs for 168 gold. And the 8 cotton for 32. Okay. We'll take the carpenter with us. He'll be useful in building hammers, presumably. And then we can get expert farmers for 200 gold, seasoned scouts for 200 gold, missionaries for 200, or free colonists. So they can do anything. Let's do the... I don't really know if I want to farm. I'm more interested in fishing, to be honest. Huh. They're mounted. Do they get guns, or do I have to arm them? Why are their free colonists so expensive? 600 gold seems like a lot. I guess I'll go with the seasoned scouts. I can give them guns and they can become like dragoons or cavalry or something, probably. Okay. Alright, how's the town doing on this? We're at subsistence levels right now. We're going to need more people dedicated to farming. I guess we could have made a farmer, like, do farm cotton, right? Alright, we need 52 hammers. How many do we have? Does it not show me? Oh, 9 of 52. Okay. Literally just staring me in the face. Yep. Thank you for all the tutorial stuff. I've played Colonization before. I mean, this is basically the same. Oh, those look like multiple ships of the enemy. Well, other Europeans. Makes me a little nervous. Okay. Scouts will visit neighboring villages. Okay. No. Can I not give them guns? What if I change their role? Arm as soldiers? Arm as dragoons. And they're even deadlier in combat. The only problem is then I probably can't trade with the natives if they're armed. So let's put these guys in the carpenter house. They're going to be way better. Move these guys back out. I mean, I've got sufficient wood to draw a few turns to accelerate this, but I will be short on food. I think that's fine for now. Let's bring the cotton back and the tobacco that we were given. And then we can have this guy go to the neighboring village, I guess, and I don't want him having guns because I don't want him to piss anyone off. Expeditions reach their village. They glance up from their work, polite waves and measured smiles. What if we speak to the chief? We're in need of cigars and trade fairly for cloth or coats. Well, I don't have any of those. Whoa. Thanks for the gold, dude. 600 gold just because? I'll take that. Expert farmers are coming. Yeah, we're spending all of our food. That's fine. Let's send the scouts south to see what else is out here. Send never mind. Actually, let's load them up with the extra cotton we got. And now we'll go ahead and send them back to England. So what are these guys? These are Dutch. Alright. Lawful empire. Sure. What? Whatever, I'm not looking to fight a war yet. That tobacco? Because that would be potentially a nice place to put another settlement. So many good places for settlements. How's our food? We've got 2 more days, that's fine. Alright, 1 more day. Nice, they're giving me more cotton, just what I need. I need to turn the cotton into finished goods, but to make real money. Alright, reducing the village alarm. Alright, so we've got 1 more turn worth of food. Yep, show me, we completed the docks, yay! Alright. I don't have enough wood to do everything I want to do. Some of these guys, I don't need to... Can I just... Alright, if I make these guys soldiers, does it... No, I don't want to do that. No. Alright, so make him soldiers, and that actually solves our food problem for now. And then it does shrink the town, though. Are these guys... What are these again? They're free colonists making lumber? What else would I want to build? Expanded forge for equipped for greater output. Tool production from ore. Well, we don't have any ore. I mean, I probably want to do something I can turn cotton into whatever, right? Okay. An ordnance train. I don't want to construct any of those things. Huh. We can build ships eventually. Ooh, I can fish and get lots of food. Alright, I guess we'll keep up the lumber for now. What can I do here? Can I make more cotton? I could. But I need like a weaver's house or something to turn it into cloth, right? Yeah. I can already do that now. I guess. Alright. The carpenter's not going to have much to do here in a day, though. He's going to run out of hammers. Is this really all I can build? It seems like there should be more options. I guess a lumber mill. The Lakota. All right. No taxes yet on us. All right, expert farmer. He's going to make a bunch of cotton for us when he arrives. I guess we could bring lumber. Would that be cheap? I mean, not that cheap. 800 gold for 100? Jesus. What else can I recruit? Let's bring another colonist back with us. Can I purchase anything here? I've got 1,600 gold. I can buy another caravel or some artillery. Another caravel would be useful if we want another province, which I suppose might be nice. $600 gold. Can I buy anyone? Yeah, we'll do a master carpenter. And petty criminals, what do they do? Annual labor? Oh, okay. Alright guys, 2 ships returning to the New World. We've spent almost all of our money. We've got no more lumber. Let's turn you into a lumber guy, I guess. Go chop some trees. Are these all 4? Or oh wow, this one's a better 4. 8! 8! Why am I doing the bad? I assumed this rainforest had more. The mixed forest is much better for lumber production. Jeez. Alright. We'll get some extra wood and then we can convert it to whatever. Alright. Alright, so prime tobacco. It's just too close to these native tribes, that's the problem. They'll bring 18 tobacco in exchange for 2 of your tools. Fair bargain indeed. Alright, I'm gonna bring my scout back. It's 1513. Wow, okay. So is it like 2 years per turn? Okay. I want to bring my scout back to... Oh, that's nice. Is this ore? Minerals. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize it was selected on my caravel. Shouldn't have an impact. Neither was going to make it back to the turn. Yeah, 10 first. That sounds great. Petty criminals. So let's do this. We're gonna bring the criminals here. Let's put this guy back to the carpenter house because he's been doing good with wood. The criminals can... Oh wait, there's no criminals here. Okay. Expert farmer, you can go ahead and produce grain, cotton, or ore. I'd rather you do cotton, but where can you do it best? None of those. I would have liked more cotton than this. Yeah, I'm gonna move you to a different town. You're gonna start a new... town. Alright. He'll bring back 18 tobacco, because that's what you've been given. You can make ore, though? Cotton, grain, ore. But we've got sufficient cotton, even for the guy doing the weaving. I don't need more cotton. The ore might be useful. Why are we moving so slowly on building the lumber mill? Alright, we'll bring the cotton back. I don't know if he can build a town by himself, though. Petty criminal. Yeah, do the lumber, buddy. Alright, it's extra lumber. We can't really make much by selling it, but... Alright, so we didn't discover anything in that ruin. Thank you for the extra cotton that I didn't need, but hey, you know. Alright. Oh, god damn it. I want to build another town where we can get to this tobacco. Yep. Now, ideally, you'd probably have these guys on different schedules where one ship is returning while another is heading to England, but right now that's not how it's shaken out. Alright, I'm gonna arm these guys with muskets. And then we'll have them sort of fortify the town. You can move twice as fast along a river hex like that? That's pretty neat. Alright, fortify it, Butcherville. We should really build a stockade. Alright, 90. 220, nice. We won't get much from that. But a lot from cloth, although it did drop the price. Jesuit missionaries. And free colonists. Return! We can train people? Costs a lot more gold. But if you want specific people, you can train them. Expert fisherman, yes. And that's probably all I can afford to bring right now. Okay, let's... what's the option here? If I build it here, I get the fish and I get the tobacco. If I build the town here, I don't get the fish, but I do get the hunting grounds. Alright, we'll name this one Jamestown. Make us some tobacco! I mean, realistically, he should be cutting. Doing some lumber work. Because we're gonna need to build a dockyard or whatever. Religious building and immigration. Okay. Did Butcherville just grow? Pocahontas joined the whatever. Alright, so Butcherville is growing rapidly, and we may want to go to war with this tribe near us soon. So we'll go with the military option. Alright, this guy is gonna do something else. Frankly, maybe we should make him a soldier at the other town. We just need to bring back muskets. Alright, 13 fish. This town's not going to be short food anytime soon. We're producing tons of food. I suppose I could make my veteran soldier work in a blacksmith house? What does that do? Turn ore into tools? Is there anything else you can do with ore? I don't get the horse thing. What do I need to do with that? So bring the missionaries here. They can do the chapel, I think. They can't go to the chapel? Town hall? What is this? Builds automatically. Okay. So what do I do with these guys? So they just go to... Oh, I could send them to the native tribes to fund a mission. I don't really know if I want to do that. Alright, so we've still got plenty of food here. +3. 18 cloth, we'll take that. Can make more cloth. No, we could also make something that has guns in it, like, right? I think you can build an armory if you have. You know what I might want to do? Equip as pioneers, and then maybe I can, like, build a roadway to that other town. Or... God. Alright, Jamestown has one person. Let's make him doing carpentry stuff. The other guy can chop wood. Oh, we don't have enough food to do that. Okay, well... Actually, can we hunt here? That's just for furs. Okay, well... Generate some food then. No, that's not what I wanted you to do. Alright. Eventually this will become our tobacco producing place, but right now it's a little short on food. We really should build a stockade. Okay. Alright, so made a lumber mill, which makes our boys way more efficient on the hammers. Okay. So actually you get more buildings unlocked as your town grows, I think. So we completed the lumber mill. So we could do the dry docks, which would be 50 tools, 80 hammers. Allow damaged ships to be repaired locally instead of returning to Europe. Okay. Ooh, we can make muskets. Let's do that. Okay. And that master fisherman is so clutch. We've exhausted our supply of lumber. Oh no. Oh no. Can we just switch him temporarily to growing food for 5? All right. Just for a turn or two. Well, actually, no. That's not what I want to do. I want to make him a lumber person. 6. So that'll buy us. We've got 3 turns. We can build up a little bit of a stock. Actually, we're just treading water. Whatever. So, if I build a road through a forest, what's the... Whatever. Let's plow it. We'll still have 2 areas we can get forest stuff done. Yeah, I know. Okay. 48 tobacco. They ask for 4 of my cloth. I think that's a fair bargain. Tobacco's worth a lot. Alright, so no more food for you. So maybe you should do some grain. Alright, meanwhile, we have no lumber, so we're gonna pull this guy out of here and get some extra lumber. A nice little chunk of gold from the cloth. Ore is modestly valuable. So up to 550, we've got a master distiller. We don't have anyone who can do anything to make... Alright. Go to Europe, or leave Europe, or whatever. Alright, we'll leave that caravel there for now. Lumber mill does not have enough lumber. Yeah, I know. But we're plowing this terrain. I think we get a chunk of wood once it's completed. I don't know how long it's gonna take. We constructed an arm. Oh, that's right. We're making so we can make guns. We probably should do a stockade. Improves our defenses. For cotton for yep, I'll do that. Actually, let's move this caravel down to Jamestown. So we're gonna turn this into farmland or cropland or whatever. Might have actually been better to do the confluence of the rivers there. Maybe we'd be able to make more cotton. And it does expend tools for the pioneers to be doing this, by the way. Okay, master distiller's awaiting transport. I don't have anything for him to do, so we'll wait for the moment. Alright, these are indentured servants. They can probably do a better... move you back to the carpenter house. Move the indentured servants into lumber production. They can do the same, so we'll get our stuff up there. And then the master distiller, I don't really have anything for you to do, but maybe go... plant some tobacco. Would be better for you to get furs, actually. I know we only have three turns worth of food you doing that, but okay. Yeah, I know the caravel's waiting in Europe. Alright, so we got the stockade that helps with defense. I mean, a distillery would be great if I had any sugar production. I really don't right now. Let's do the dry dock. I think that'll be useful. Alright, so he plowed that land, which now means we can put a master farmer here. And 6 grain or 4 tobacco. But I still need the ore. Huh. We did get some wood, I believe, here, because it's counting down from 40, so I think the lumber mill actually was plowing that land was good for the lumber. Let's actually move this guy over here. Thank you for your fur. Yep, I'm aware. Okay. Go back to making grain. Oh, we're still short 1? Really? Well, shoot. Okay. I don't know if having him plow here will be good, because it might get rid of the ore. I'm not totally sure. I'm willing to take that risk. Alright. 25 fur, so we can go up to 59, and we can bring 38 cloth back with us. Alright, the docks are done. Build a stockade now. Alright, so no more ore. I guess we'll see how much ore. Can we produce ore anywhere else? 1. Oh no. If it's saying we can't produce... shoot. What about this? Can we do ore here? Maybe, can we cancel the plowing? Darn it! I have a hunch. Hold a tobacco party, or I guess we'll accept the tax. There's not much else I can do about it right now. Okay, master distiller. You don't have a job, sir. Expert ore miner, lumberjacks, stable masters, gunsmith. Silver miners, if only. Alright. I'll bring you back. Royal Expeditionary Force. Can we see what that is? Alright, so what happens now? He can still get Mount Ore there. Okay. Cool. Or you can get better grain or cotton production. That's fine. That's fine. We'll keep producing the ore for now then, sir. Dry dock's almost done. Alright, so Jamestown, can we do fishing? 4. I need to figure out a better way. I need to plow something, probably. Can I... Does this guy still have stuff? He does. So let's go ahead and have him get down to this other town. I'm not trying to attack. I want to plow one of these hexes, and that'll give me better grain production. If I had moved one hex over, we'd probably be better off with fish. I was greedy to try and get the furs and everything, but... okay. Not really trying to sentry, I just wanted to end the turn. What? We declare war? The Royal Treasury will supply 2,700 gold and 2 soldiers to aid my campaign. Okay. Well, I only have 1 soldier in the new world right now. They're giving me 2 soldiers, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them. It'd be nice if the... Alright. We have a dry dock, that's nice. Problem is I don't have enough ore. That's what I really need. Okay, so you're doing what with this? Yeah. Get lumber. Sure. I actually think moving these people down the river is faster. He's a master fur trader. We're gonna put him outside, that's fine. 19 cloth. 64 tobacco, I guess. You know what, let's take your extra food and bring it down to Jamestown. Alright. I don't know which one. Okay, so great. We went to peace and we never even knew war. That's good. You're carrying cloth and tobacco. That's fine. You go back to London. Meanwhile, you're going to Jamestown. Is there a way I can just tell you to go to Jamestown? I don't really know how to do that. I'm sure it told me how to do it before. Yeah, it could be a good location for a road. Or what about here? Grain or tobacco? Yeah, let's plow that. We'll plow this hex. Walking along the road sure is fast. Okay. We still get the veteran soldier, I guess. Which is nice. That river pathway is sure fast. Alright, so we'll drop the food here. Then I can have this guy no longer need to focus on food. Although actually I've got a fur trader now, so let's go have you do fur trading stuff. Our carpenter can go back to the carpenter house. Our new guy can go do some lumber, I guess. Do we have a tobacco house? Yeah, we can turn tobaccos into cigars. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with you, Master Distiller. I honestly would rather just clear your capability. Yeah, you can be a free colonist. You don't need to be doing that nonsense. And you can, for now. We got a blacksmith? I don't remember building that. Turn some of that fur into coats. Although I guess actually might be better to focus on the tobacco for now, and then we can like alternate between tobacco and fur maybe. We're going to be way short on food, but that's fine for now. Okay. Actually, I could take the tobacco back because I don't need all that tobacco right now. Okay. Weaver shop. So now we make way more cloth from the cotton we're growing. Should I convert some of these tools to guns? Maybe. Eventually, that would be a good idea. We are doing Liberty bells here. I don't know how many we need, but... Alright, what else can we build? Let's upgrade the church. Or schoolhouse, maybe? Or fort? I don't know. Stables, maybe? I really don't know what we should be building here. I need more lumber is what I need. The carpenter's time is kind of wasted. Alright, 19 cloth. And 64 tobacco. We've got 2 soldiers ready to board. Yep. Okay, so we'll put a soldier at Jamestown. Maybe another at Butcherville. I don't know. We could probably start waging a war on these native tribes, maybe to clear out some more room for Butcherville. Alright, so those pioneers did their thing, and then we can... Alright, I can drag in... No! Did I just tell him to go back? I'm not actually sure if I did. Grain, I guess. He doesn't even pay for himself, though. I guess he does, but... Alternatively, we can do the fur trader house and start generating some coats. Great, I guess, for now. Oh no, I did want him going back. I don't know why I misread that. Alright, so we are generating a good chunk of gold, and actually we got 2,000 gold for the war that I never even thought to use. Free colonist. I've still got gold left over, so I could do... an expert fisherman for the other town. You go to Jamestown, and that'll maybe help the food situation. We could also purchase artillery, a corvette. Not quite enough for a frigate, but artillery might be nice. I guess that artillery looks weird. You, sir, will fortify. And... we're gonna move you to the other town, I guess, and we'll bring just some fur along with us. I'll let the cotton keep growing. Jamestown is larger than Butcherville now? No way. Yeah, 2% more in tax. Gotcha. I don't know that a lumber mill makes sense, but... okay. Alright, so... Alright, so we've got 2 guys fortified. We've got dragoons and we've got veteran soldiers. Okay, expert fisherman, you can go here. Does that really influence what you can... Huh. Okay. Would he be a better farmer? No? Okay. That's weird. So adjacent hurts the production of... Why am I so... Alright, what's with the penalty here? Is it too large, too much loyalty for the size of the town? We're getting some kind of efficiency penalty. So in that vein, let's go ahead and put this guy back on the ship. All right, so I can do this. This town at 8 is kind of maxed out at its current iteration. I suppose we can always found a new town. What's this? Sure, go with the printing press. That'll make him slightly less loyal, I guess. All right, London. I don't know, we can found a new town somewhere. I don't know what I'm getting into over here. Man, they really like to increase taxes, huh? I assume the confluence of two rivers is a good thing. It actually produces quite a few furs, a little bit of food. I could probably get some ore up here in that hill. A lot of lumber there. Well, we'll be short of food if I do that. 3. Oh, we could do silver mining too, huh? Okay. Good to know. We'll do some lumber for now. 72 cigars. That's a good chunk. Let's do the cotton. Let's do the 72 cigars and 50. We'll do the fur. All right. Good chunk of cotton there. 700 gold for that. We got the artillery coming back. Do we want to purchase something? We can buy another artillery for one of the other towns. Merchantmen carry more stuff. I'm not making that much stuff. That's kind of a problem. I don't want to bring the silver miner to that new town we just founded. Okay. really should have moved inland one. I don't know if the ship could have made it up the river. Okay. Alright, so we got the printing press, so we're producing way more Liberty Bells. We can do a newspaper next, which does a lot more. I guess let's do the blacksmith house. That would make more efficient. So lumber mill's gonna chew through our... I'm not building anything now. I don't have tools for a dry dock. Printing press, maybe? I mean, we need to try and get people off the Liberty train. Could also do wagon train and try and transport goods between towns rather than... Let's actually do a fur trading post. Or no, tobacco shop. Yes, definitely that. Can I buy the tools? Ooh, that's a lot. I'm not gonna do that quite yet. Alright, let's bring this food down to the other town that needs the food. We'll load up the cloth as well. Alright, let's... Alright. Here we go, boys. 3 base offense, 50% attack bonus, or... 7 base. But there's a fatigue penalty. Alright, let's... Sentry for a turn. We'll attack next turn. Drop the cloth. Bring the silver miner down to that town, actually. $78 cigars. That should be worth a pretty penny. 900. We lost 100 to taxes. Alright, so probably get a petty criminal next turn. Expert lumberjack is actually a good idea. I need more specialists. Artillery. Attack! Boom! Victory. The Braves were slain in battle. Attack! So is it just their base now? Major victory! Oh. Okay. The only thing is, if they attack Plymouth, I have no defenders in Plymouth. Attack! Try and go for their Braves. I think they said they had like 7 towns, didn't they? Alright, that was a victory. Which is a little bit of a concern. I think they have 2 soldiers left here. That's what the exclamation points mean, probably. Those aren't good numbers. Barely. Okay, tribal anger is rising. From who? Just generally? This is the same tribe down here, isn't it? I need better results than that. How many Braves do they have in this village? And eventually we'll overwhelm them, right? Silver miner, not here yet. But we will drop the 60 food off. That way we don't have to worry about that too much. And we'll keep the silver miner on the boat. I guess we'll bring the fur with us. Yeah, like obviously they're pissed that we got the red exclamation points, but it's kind of a tedious war. I obviously chose my best units to launch the offensive, so eventually I think we overwhelm them and take the town, I think. All right. I'm going to put you outside here just for now. Expert lumberjack goes here. Yeah, that'll speed up our production now. 14. And then I guess we can move these guys to farming. Tobacco, maybe? I mean, is there anything better they can do? Or I guess tobacco. Put these guys on the boat, move this cloth with them. How many soldiers do they have left? I guess maybe the 7 was actually the number of soldiers they have in the camp. It is their capital. Whoa. We don't get a major victory for that? Before the might of English humility, as a tribute to your power and full possession of all lands you now hold, is granted by the... Okay. Does that mean we took their... Down here, is this... It is the same confederacy. They don't hate me, though, interestingly enough. They are kind of surrounding Jamestown, though. It's a little nerve-wracking. Attack! Nice. Plymouth. Alright, expert silver miner? Give me some silver. I don't know how valuable that is or what it can be turned into. Alright, meanwhile, we have a lot of lumber here, so let's go ahead and switch over to a carpenter house, I think. Yep. Buy the materials. 5 years until the demo's done. Well, we've been going for an hour and 20 minutes, so... Get off my area. Granted, it was your area, but now I've claimed it as my own. There we go. got 40 fur. I can expand that tally up. Hammers are the expensive thing, I guess. %. Are you kidding me? All right, now we get way more tools. We don't have anywhere near enough ore for everything we're doing here. We could start to convert some of these tools to guns, though, right? Also, we now have this extra province or hex or whatever here we can do stuff with. What do we produce here? Tobaccos? Can I... Wait a minute. Oh, we don't have enough tobacco now. Okay, so I can switch these guys over to a fur trader and start converting the fur. So that is, there's two options here. One, I can either try and get him to plant more tobacco and then we can keep producing more cigars, or I can split the baby and have him go doing a fur trader house, and then I can do a fur trading post, and then we can get 6 of each every turn, which I think is probably, rather than like continuously alternating between jobs, I think that's probably the better route to go. Attack! Oh god, that was a really good roll by the Brave. Uh-oh. Oh no. So I think the artillery's damaged now. So artillery and I think cavalry can fight more, can take more than 1 damage. That was a really good roll by them. Alright. Can you repair damaged artillery? That's a question I'd have. Alright, so we've got a petty criminal who just arrived here. Go get some lumber for our lumber mill guy. Oh, penalty! Efficiency penalty! I keep forgetting about that. Alright, well... Can you just get back on the boats? The boots. I just... A master lumberjack would be nice here. All right. You've got 100 fur. Go up here to Butcherville. You can take... Never mind. Never mind. Your guy down to Plymouth, I guess. I wonder if you can draw on battles. Nope. It's not a capital for them this time. Uh-oh. Alright, so I guess they weren't withdrawn? Or they weren't damaged? They still have the artillery that's damaged still has a better attack value than Do we have... We don't have the docks yet. So this guy's an expert silver miner. Can he get ore too? He can get 4 ore. I don't know if we can do anything with the silver. Yeah, we got plenty of lumber here. Let's... Actually, are we short with lumber anywhere? Yeah. Alright, let's do this. Take the lumber. Butcherville's not building anything. 17%, dear lord. You mean to strangle me? Schoolhouse? Actually, can we build a better town hall? Newspaper, let's do that. I need more Liberty bells. Alright, we should be good here, yep. We tripled their defense score. I'm kind of surprised that... How do they have so many Braves? There we go. Destroy their town. Alright. Let's take our lumber to Jamestown. We don't have enough cotton at this weaver shop. I can make enough cotton, but that's not great for my other stuff. I only have 26 ore left. 14 lumber? Dear God. Alright. There you go. Colonization of the New World. What do I think about it? Good question. It feels very much the original colonization. Probably a little bit optimized for newer systems compared to the classic version you can still buy. I don't know, much more about the developers, but something worth checking out. If it looks interesting. Obviously, you can check out the original colonization as well. The classic version is on Steam still. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and I'm out.